nice to have you here. I'm Dr. Parker. Nice to meet you. Okay, and your name is. Sorry, I have a list of all the patients, but it doesn't seem to be in order. So let me get you in the computer here. What was your name? Well, it's very nice to meet you. What is your birthday? Let me put this in the system real quick. Okay. Well, it's really nice to have you here. You're here for the cranial nerve exam, right? Okay. Well, we can get that done real quick. First, let me get your temperature right here. That way we can put it in the system. Takes a second for this to. Okay, 98.6. Let me just check your other ear real quick. 98.6, okay. That's great. Well, that seems to be going pretty good. So why are you here? What's going on? Okay, well, I can see why you need a cranial nerve exam when you fall off the bed and hit your head. Let me just put these in my notes. Okay, just out of curiosity, how did you fall off the bed? Okay. So you were changing a light bulb. Understandable. I've done the same thing. I just didn't fall. Next time, let's try to keep the falling to a minimum. Okay, well, a cranial nerve exam is very easy. Most people find it very relaxing, and sometimes they fall asleep to it. All that we're going to do today is we're going to test your cranial nerves, your eyes, your ears, your nose. Very simple stuff. There's nothing for you to worry about, nothing evasive. Matter of fact, it's probably the easiest exam you'll ever have in your life. Mainly because I'm the one that does all the work. You just tell me what you feel. Okay, well, we can get on started. The first thing we do during our cranial nerve exam is a light test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a flashlight and I'm going to put it here in the center of the screen, about to my nose. Now you're going to tell me when the light goes out of your vision. It'll go right, up, down, left, not in that order, not necessarily all those ways, but you're going to tell me when you can no longer see this light, okay? So here, we'll get started. We got our light right here. Okay, you have it? Okay, just tell me when you can't see it anymore. Right there, okay. Right there, great job. Right there, okay. Right there, okay. Now, I'm going to need you to do the opposite. I'm going to have the light on out of your vision, and I need you to tell me when the light hits your vision. So we'll practice that real quick. Right there, okay, great job. Right there, great job. Right there, great job. Right there, great job. One more time. Right there, okay. Now you did that pretty good. Your eyes are working very well. Even your pupils are dilating right, so that's a very good sign. Less chance of a concussion from falling off the bed. Now, that doesn't mean there's not one, but we'll keep going to figure it out. So the next thing we do is a sound test. Now, that's just saying that you hear what's going on. So our sound of choice is the click of a pen. That's what it sounds like right there. So we're going to be sitting here, and I'm going to click this pen, and you're going to tell me when it's clicked. So right there, good job. Right there, great job. Right there, okay. Right there. Okay, you're doing good. It seems like you're picking it up. Now the next deal with the hearing is I'm going to click the pen in a sequence. You're going to tell me how many times the pen has been clicked. So we'll start off here. How many times did the pen click? Good job. How many times did it click? 10. Great job. How many times did it click? 6. Amazing. One more time. 8 times. Great job. You're doing very well, which is surprising because you know what the doctor said about the monkeys falling out of the bed. No more of that. It's because it can hurt you real bad. The next thing that we're going to have you do is we're going to test your eyesight and your brain a little bit. We have some letter cards. So you're going to tell me the letter that's on the card. So we'll do a few of them. That is an E. Good job. K. An X. Great job. A C. Great job. A U. That is a D. And that is a G. Okay, you're doing great. Now the next thing we're going to do is you're going to tell me what word is on the card. So that is frog. Good job. Hat. Great job. That is a gift. That is a heart. That is an iguana. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up the name on the card, and you're going to tell me what's in the picture. That is an ice cube. Great job. That is a jacket or a coat. Amazing. That is a ball of yarn. Now, what is this a bottle of? What would you normally get in a bottle? Jelly or jam? Amazing job. That is a cupcake. A yo-yo. And the last card here. That is Marty from Madagascar. What is Marty? He is a zebra. Great job. Put these over to the side. Okay, so the next cranial nerve that we're going to check is going to be your sense of smell. I have 2 candles here. I'm going to open the lid. You're going to take a big sniff in, and you're going to tell me what you think they smell like. So the first one right here, I have the label covered, so take a sniff of that. Okay, yeah, it's a good smell. Almost like laundry, sort of like Grandma's house, yeah. So what would you call that? Fresh linen. Great job. Now this next one's going to be a little bit harder because it's going to be not a very common smell. So we're going to cover up that label right here. We're going to open this up and get you a big whiff of that. Just now, what did that one smell like? Yeah, it's real tropical. Yeah, you're onto something. Almost like the ocean. Yeah, you're getting there. So you could say we're missing a part of it. So you could say, we'll just recap. The tropical, what type of fruit did that remind you of? A coconut. Okay, that's part of it. And then smelled like the beach. So that's salty, correct? Yeah, okay. Now what's that missing bit? That's a little hint for you right there. I'll give you one more sniff. You'll go. Yeah, it's wood. Okay, there you go. This one is actually salted coconut mahogany. So you did good on both of those. Now, one of the last things that we like to check is your sensitivity to touch. So I have a brush here. Now with this brush you have this right here. That is the soft side. That's the soft touch. And you have this right here. That is the hard touch. So soft, hard. Now I need you to tell me which side I'm touching you with. So here, close your eyes and we'll get started. Okay, so what side is this? That is soft. Good job. That is hard. What was that? That one was hard. That was soft. And that was soft. Great job. Well, it looks like your cranial nerves are working good, so let's just go ahead and get this in the computer. On the light test, your pupils were dilated. You caught all the lights when they came into frame and out of frame. Okay, and we can scroll down to the sound test. So for the sound test, you got all of the clicks and you kept count of everything correctly. Okay, sight on the letters. Right there. You got all of the letters. We'll space that. You got all of the words. And you got all of the pictures. For the smell, let's see. Got the first smell correct at time of smelling. The second smell took a few whiffs, but got it. Okay. And the touch got all of the touches right in the order that they came in. Okay, well, we got your file done. It looks like everything is good to me. Now, you were referred here by your primary care physician. I have down in my notes that everything's good. I'm going to send that over to your PCP, and they'll get a hold of you in a few days. They might need to do a follow-up. I don't think they will. But if you have any more problems, you are now a patient of mine, so you can skip your PCP and you can call my office, and we can get you in without a referral. So, I really appreciate you coming in today, and if you ever need me again, you know where to find me. So, you have a wonderful afternoon. You just go through that door right there. Darla will get you checked out at the front end, and like I said, if you ever need me again, just come on back. You have a great day. I'll see you later.